Yo, this is it. I'm Mr. Fate, and you'll listen to Attack of the Beats on IllMuzik.com. Another 5 beats, another 5 reviews, and I just got back from a vacation, well-deserved vacation, and I figure I'll jump right back into it and get the Attack of the Beats going, because I saw there's a lot of more beats that were sent in, so that's good and bad, so whatever. But anyway, alright, so we'll kick it off right away, and the first beat, actually, hold on, I didn't even pull it up. The first beat is Animosity with Goons Out. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Animosity with Goons Out. All right, so for this track, it was interesting because around the 30-second mark, with the synth part, it actually kind of sounded like the Star Wars theme in a way. I mean, it does, and I like it though. I mean, you kept that going, so that was good because the beginning, I wasn't too crazy about the beginning of the beat, but around 30 seconds, it started to pick up. I liked it. The kick is there. It's one of those kicks that it's there, it's thumping, but it's not really thumping. You know what I mean? It's not like a straight up kick. But it works though. You did a good job on that. And I'm not a big fan of all those snare rolls, but again, that works. It does fit nicely with the style that you're doing and stuff. Although because you got the hand clap and you got the very quiet snare of all the rolls and stuff. I thought you're gonna have an actual snare come in, like a louder snare come in, just like a nice thick smacking snare or something. And actually, I'd like to hear it like that because I think that with the low snare rolling here and there, I think it would make for a nice sound. I think it would really make for a nice sound because I was anticipating that snare. I thought that's what you were gonna do, but maybe try doing that. Maybe try adding that snare and all that. And the other thing is the that sleigh bell sound you had or whatever. It's okay, but honestly, I don't think you really need it. And I think mainly I'm saying that because the beginning, when you hear that sound come in, the bells come in, it just sounded out of place. But when you add everything else in and stuff, it fits and everything. But I wouldn't really keep it. I mean, it's not really necessary. Let's say, but mainly it's the snare thing. That's really the main thing. I think that should be changed up a bit. Add a regular snare on top of what you have. I mean, the bottom line is that what you have is good. I just think if you added the snare, like a solid snare on top of that, and that would just maybe change the whole thing, give it a nice different sound and stuff. So, all right. So next up, we've got Chapo De Niro with Gold. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Chapo De Niro with Gold. All right, so this one, with that type of beat where you have, like, I'm assuming it's a sample, where you have a sample where it's just choppy, right, and you're just playing it, do 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 do, you're just playing that, over and over. It does sound good and everything, although later in the beat it's like, okay, it's kind of annoying, but I've always told people, when you have samples like that where it's choppy, it's good when it's with drums. Okay, when it's on its own, it sounds choppy. You know what I mean? But when you have drums on top and other instruments, it masks it, so you don't really hear it. But for you, it's like you're just playing that mostly throughout and stuff, and then about halfway through the beat, you have the 808 kick and the light snare and everything. And I expected actual drum track to drop in, because I wasn't crazy about the 808 and that snare, because it was just kind of weak, that snare. And the 808 was just kind of, it's there, but again, like, you don't have a consistent drum track, So that's what I was expecting, and I was hoping for that, So it'd be nice to hear that if you could do that on top of those chops and everything. And I think that, the main gripe I have is the fact that the whole beat, I just don't know where you're going with it. You know what I mean? Like, because like I said with the drum track, there's just no consistency. I'm just like, what's going on with this beat? Because I'm just anticipating this drum track to drop in or something, or some synth on top of it. Because I was thinking maybe halfway through, so that people don't get annoyed with those choppy samples. I was assuming that maybe you drop down that sample track, just drop it down a bit in decibels, and then add like a synth on top of it or something, or some kind of keys, because when you just play it over and over again, like, even though it sounds nice, yeah, it does get kind of annoying. I mean, some instruments are like that, some samples are like that. They sound good, but when you play it back after a minute or so, it's like, okay, change it up, put something else on top. But yeah. But no, I was thinking that's what you would do. You'd have some synth on top and actual drum track coming in, like a nice drum track, But it is nice, though. I like the sample. Like I said, I was just hoping you have something on top of it to mask it. And but the drum track you have, yeah, I wasn't crazy about that. I mean, 808s are great and everything, but again, like, maybe that's what you're going for, I guess, like that style, like where you just have this 808 drop in here and there, and that's fine and everything. But like I said, it's just, I just don't know where the beat's going. So that's the main thing. I would just have some kind of consistency going on. But yeah, I like the chopped up samples. I just want to hear something on top of it. So, all right. So next up, we got Chuck Williams with Eureka. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Chuck Williams with Eureka. You know what? Beautiful guitar. I love that guitar. It's so nice. It's so melodic. You know, it's very nice and all that stuff. Although the main thing is like, I mean, that's, you know, basically all I like from the beat, because it's just that and the drums, right? And the drums, they were pretty loud for that guitar, because the guitar is very laid back and all that stuff. Your drum track, honestly, it should have been, you know, just chill. It should just been like a light snare and a little light smacking, a light kick and a little light smacking snare. Nothing crazy, you know, like one of those, what do they call it? Like the woodblock snares, you know, like one of those woodblock type sounds, whatever. Have that as a snare, you know, nothing strong at all, because that the guitar is so laid back and stuff. And you know, you didn't add anything else in there, so I was like, oh man, it'd be perfect if you had some strings on top of this, nice lush strings to go with the guitar, because the guitar is really nice. You know, it's good what you did with that. So I think if you had some strings, that'd make a big difference. You know, it would be really nice. And then, you know, above all that, the bass line. You know, there's no bass line, so I want to hear a bass line on top of that. You know, but even that too, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. You know, because, you know, your lead instrument, the guitar, it's very laid back, so everything else should be laid back. Really, it just sounds really nice. You know, so but yeah, maybe add some strings. Definitely add a bass line, and the drums just very chill. You know, and watch the volume, because right now the one you have, it's you know, it's a good drum track. It's just that it's very loud, so I would just chill on that. But love that guitar. That's some good shit. All right, so next up we got No Limits with Man of Action. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was No Limits with Man of Action. This one's interesting because, first of all, you have a solid drum track. I love the bass line too. It's heavy, a little heavy, but it's very nice. But yeah, really dope job on the drums and all that stuff. And I think what really threw me off right away was that beeping synth you bring in at the beginning and stuff, you know, and then you play it throughout. It sounds like it's not in the right key compared to everything else. You know, I could be wrong, but it just sounds like that to me. You know, I mean, I don't know what you're using. I mean, I don't know what kind of program you're using or what kind of hardware you're using, whatever. But you know, there's stuff today, like, you know, for example, Machine or whatever that I use, where, you know, you can see the notes on the grid and everything. You can follow that and everything. So that really helps and stuff. So I don't know what you have, whatever, but you should check into that, because I think it's just that beeping synth, man. That's what really throws me off, because later on you bring in that other synth and that sounds nice too. bottom line is everything sounds really, really nice. It's just that it's that beeping synth. It just sounds like it's just not in the right key. It sounds like it's kind of slightly out of tune with the rest, you know. It's not a huge deal, but that's what I heard right away, you know. And and I don't really check for those things a lot of times, you know. Like I just go by ear, right? I wanted to see if it sounds nice or something like that, but right away I noticed that. So yeah, check that, you know, because like I said, everything else sounds really, really nice. You know, the bass line could be a little lighter, you know, it was a little loud or whatever. The drums were great though. That was a good job on that. And all the other stuff you have, all the other sounds coming in and out, very nice. But it's just that beeping synth, man. I don't know. That's what threw me off. I was like, oh man. But yeah, good job and good mix. Very good mix. Everything sounds really nice levels and all that stuff. So yeah, but check it out, man. Check it out. You know, and like I said, it's, you know, I've always told people, like, I don't know, right? I don't know what you're using. People just send me beats. I don't know what kind of shit you're using. So, you know, but if you have a program, most of them do today, where it, you know, you can see the notes and this and that. I mean, you know, what am I saying? I mean, all software basically and stuff, you know. Hardware is different, you know, if you're using just a straight up keyboard, no keyboard or whatever. But if you're using a computer, you know, you can see the keyboard more, you can see, you know, the layouts. So I don't know, check that shit out, man. All right, so next up we have the last beat. It's Skinny Nicka 646 with She Ready Green Light Special. Let's check it out.
Isn't it a little esoteric? Isn't it a little esoteric?
All right. Okay, so that was Skinny Nicka 646. Was She Ready? Green Light Special. All right, so this beat, you know, this is really, really nice. Nice and smooth. It's almost, you know, kind of R&B-ish, whatever, but it's very, very nice. I was really impressed with this. Impressed with the mix. Although with which was really nice was the finger snap snare with the reverb. That was really nice. Although for me, I think it's a little loud in the mix, a little loud. So maybe check that. But everything else is really nice bass line. And I think what really makes the beat is that subtle synth you have in the background. You know, it's just very subtle. You know, I mean, most of these types of beats, you know, today you're gonna hear all kinds of power synths, all these leads and everything, and it just kind of really, you know, pierces the ear or whatever. But in your case, it was nice and smooth in the background. That was chill. But, you know, about 3/4 in, you brought in this other nice synth on top of that. And I was hoping you continue with that because it was so nice. I was like, shit, you know, you should have kept that going, man. You know, I know you're trying to, you know, fit everything into 2 minutes and all that, but it'd be nice to hear a full version of this with that lead synth on top of that later on. You know, that was really, really nice. But, you know, the other thing too is that this is the type of beat where it's really dope. It's just that the only thing missing really is vocals on top. You know, it's one of those instrumentals where it's just nice, but you know, I think I mean, obviously it's a beat competition, but I would love to hear vocals on top of this shit because this is perfect for a vocal track. I don't know if you've used it already like that, but you definitely should get somebody on it, either rapping or singing, you know. So, but it's a very dope beat. Very impressed. Nice mix. Keep doing those synths, man. That's some dope shit. But like I said, I think the main thing was the subtle synth in the background, man. That's what really makes this shit. All right, so that's it for me. I'm Mr. Fade. This is Attacking the Beats. Keep sending your beats in. I'll keep reviewing them. And don't forget also to comment in the forums and stuff to let me know about the show, and to comment, you know, leave your comments too about the beats. See what I want to see what you guys think about the beats on the show too. So it's for everyone, man. It's not just for people that send in the beats. It's for all members. You know, check it out. Post your comments. All right, so my favorite beat this week, the winner is, drum roll please, Skinny Nicka 646 with She Ready Green Light Special. Let's check it out.